Good morning, everyone. Is everything okay? Good morning, Swati. A quick confirmation, guys. Good morning, Shrishti. Morning, Anjali. Morning, Jayata. Perfect. Uh, we'll start the transitional thing, everyone. Morning, everyone. Morning, Mohsen. Uh, today's agenda would be to cover a basics about whatever the changes has happened. Morning, Harsh. Uh, Let me just open my scratchpad. Morning, Niranjan. Okay, so we'll discuss a basics about whatever has changed. Um, is there anyone's first time you guys have never done any of the classes? You are doing this first time? Is there anyone? No? So you guys are basically aware of it. So Kritika, you have not done anything. Okay. So guys, right now we are having four sections in the CPA, which is audit, FAR, reg, and BAC. All right. This is under the old scheme. Your old scheme is going to be valid till you can write the exams till 15th of December 2023. After that, you cannot write the exams under the old scheme. Your old scheme is going to stop after that. Your new scheme will start from 10th of January 2024. So what I'm going to talk about, guys, I'll be basically talking about basically whatever the transitions are happening from the academic side. I have with me Monica, and Monica would be taking care of the deadlines, basically how are the timelines changing, what are the deadlines you have to take care of it, what are the deadlines for the end year. So Monica will take over from that. So I'll broadly talk about the subject, how it is changing, though I have already taken the orientation on that, I think in the month of March. Uh, if you want to see that, you guys can see that also in much more detail. I've covered there. But briefly, everyone, these are the four subjects, Jayadatta, and these four subjects are changing into, that's how the transition is happening. I'll show you. So now we used to have four subjects. Now after that, we will have only three core subjects, which is going to be FAR, audit, and tax, which is reg itself. So whatever is the FAR will continue as a FAR, whatever was audit will continue as a audit, whatever was reg will continue as a reg, barring few changes in that case. Whatever BC we used to have it, BC we used to have it, it is going to break into the three parts. This topic, this subject will break out into three parts. One, two, three. It is going to break into three parts, which is going to be TCP, which is bar, and ICP. Now, out of these, it is going to be optional. It is going to be optional. That means 1 by 3. You don't have to write all the three. Either of them you have to write in that case. So that means these three will continue. Audit, FAR, and reg will continue. And out of this, you have to choose either one. Okay. How are the changes happening? How are the changes happening? Is it exactly BEC is going to break it into the three parts? No. When I talk about the changes, everyone, some portion of the BEC is coming into the bar. Some portion of the FAR would be coming into bar also. Basically, the government accounting and everything would be coming into the bar itself. ICP, everyone, if I talk about TCP, some portion of the reg would be coming into the TCP. Tax compliances. So basically tax planning and some portion of this would be coming here itself. In this ICP, some portion of the audit would be coming here. and basically some portion from the BC would be coming here also. This is broadly on the basis of the understanding we have on the basis of the blueprint. Rest finer version, we will have it once we are having the hard copy of the books in our hand. Maybe in the October and November, we'll get a better clarity on that. So that's a broad changes which is happening in this case, everyone. Last date for you to write the exams is going to be 15th October. All right. I'll hand over to Monica. Monica is going to take over and discuss all about the dates, guys. You will get a much better clarity about them. After that, guys, we'll open up for your question. Any questions which you have regarding the timelines. I think most of the questions would be around the timelines only. Regarding the academics, if you are having, I'll be more than happy to answer. Sorry about my bad throat. So please manage with that. Monica, are you there?
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. And we will discuss about the dates, which are, specially mentioned by the NASPA. So first of all, we talk about the BEC, right? So I basically share a screen with you regarding the same dates, basically, which they have disclosed at this. So see, if I talk about the BEC, which you are already aware, the BEC, basically the first deadline, which is coming, that is the 1st of October. So now the NASBA has declared that your transcript should reach by 4th of August, right? And if they receive by 4th of August, then they will, release the evaluation report by 30th of September, right? So that you can file the NTS by 1st of October, right? Only then.
Monica, sorry. I think many first timers. So guys, are you aware about the process also? So first, there would be evaluation of your documents. Monica, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir, right.
So you send your documents, guys. You basically send your transcript, your documents to NASBA for your evaluation. After evaluation is done by the NASBA, you will apply for the NTS. NTS is the notes to schedule, basically. Basically, in a way, it's the way you can schedule your exams. You schedule your exams, you write your exams after that. Right, Monica?
Right.
Right. So in that case, Monica is saying for BEC evaluation date is 4th of August. Am I right, Monica?
Yeah, your transcript basically should reach by NASBA by 4th of August. Only then you will be eligible to appear for BC this year. Otherwise, you can appear for BC in the next year with a new pattern.
Sure, because guys, it takes a lot of time for them to actually process also. So if it reaches by 4th of August, they will take all their sweet time, August, September, to process your documents, so that they will be clearing all your documents by 30th of September, so that you can apply for NTS on 1st of October. Right, Monica?
Right, sir. Right.
If you have any screen, you can share that for the timeline.
Yeah, sure. I have already shared. See, if you can see, everyone, can you just hold on? I'll just share the screen.
Is it in the same presentation, Monica?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's in
I'll give you the control.
Yeah, see, this one.
Okay.
So, is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So, if I talk about the first date, that is the 1st of October. Like usually, you have to apply for NTS till 1st of October for BEC, right? And the next date is like those students who want to appear for like re-exam, like I mean to say, those who want to appear for BEC again, those who have not cleared it. So they can appear, they have to apply for NTS till 12th of November. Right, so that they can issue your ATTs are the payment coupon, basically, like you can apply for BC, right? And if I talk about the new disciplines of BEC, so they will start accepting this application and processing the payment coupons from 22nd of November for TCP, bar, and ICP, right? And the last date is 15th of December till you can appear for every section in the current pattern. Right after that, they will resume from 10th of January and they will resume with a new pattern.
I'll just summarize whatever Monica said. Maybe if you guys have any questions, you guys can pose the questions to her. Basically, 4th of August, Monica? is the date.
Yes,
We are
sir. Right. 4th of August.
4th of August, guys, your document should reach here. For BEC, right now we have the clarity only for the BEC, not for the other section. So for BEC, if you want to write the BEC under the old scheme, because there is no BEC under the new scheme. If you want to write the BEC, guys, all your documents should reach there, guys. We are not talking about you are sending your documents by 4th of August. On a safer side, it's much better that you are sending your document should reach by 4th of August. By 1st of October, Monica,
Yes,
you
sir.
should apply your NTS. First time, if
Right.
you're writing your exams for the first time, you should get your NTS by then. If you are replanning to write your exams, you are saying 12th of November. Am I right?
Right, sir. 12th of
Right.
November.
So
Right.
basically, guys, what happens when you write the exams? Unfortunately, any of the person could not clear the exams, and if that person wants to write the exams, right? So basically, this is just a timeline for you, right? Monica, is that possible that someone who has got everything by 1st of October and that person wants to write only once, I'm saying it, that person is applying on 1st of November, would that be okay?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
They
but
can write.
basically, guys, what Monica is suggesting, she's precautionary saying it in case anyone fails and wants to reappear. So basically, she's making a buffer for you so that if you are if someone is failing and that person wants to reappear, so this would be a good time for you to reappear that also. If you plan at the end of the stage, let's say 1st of November, you will not get time to reappear in that case. Hence, it is safer for you to write to apply on the 1st of October. Is the understanding correct, Monica?
Yeah. So if they, let's say, if you write an exam by the end of October as well, by the end of the week of October, still you can appear for the re-exam if you do not clear, because the results will be out till 8th of November. So
Yeah,
you can appear that as well.
but it's
Means
always a
if
good
I
idea
talk
to be
about, let's say,
proactive.
yeah, so let's say if they are writing an exam in the last week for October, so they will release the result on 8th of November. So after, after you you see your results, and if the exam is do not clear, then you can appear for, you can fill the application for NTS for 12th of November, which is the last date. So you
Correct.
can do that as well.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So basically, NTS applying date is 1st of October, but you can schedule the exam later on. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Next date, what we're discussing about is the 15th of December. This is the date where all the exam will happen, end of exams, right? So there would be a blackout window, which is 16th of December to 9th of January, where no exam will happen. It's a blackout window. They are going to transition whatever the pattern they are having right now. They are going to transition it to the new policy, and that's why no exam is going to happen there. Correct?
Right.
I'll take up the questions, whatever we have till now. I'm attending the FAR classes, which is expected to be.
And one thing I'll suggest you, please schedule your examinations at least 60 days before. Because let's say if you're planning in the month of November, try to schedule it as soon as possible, because now you will get the rare slots in this term, because you know that everyone is now rushing to clear it in the current pattern,
So
right?
basically,
So,
it's going to be block. There would be a lot of,
right,
you will
right.
not find the schedule for that. Is that what you say?
Because everyone is planning in the month of November or a December,
Yeah,
right? So if you will schedule then, so maybe you will get no slots or you will get a rare slots, right?
correct.
So as soon as you receive your NTS, just pay the domestic fees. And if you are appearing from India or any part of the any country of the world except US, so you need to pay the international fees. Only then you can schedule your examination. So I'll suggest you to schedule it as soon as possible.
So, so, so that you will avoid the last minute rush. Maybe you will not get the schedule at the end of the period. So it's a good idea to do that. Okay, I'll take up the questions. I'm attending the FAR class, which is expected to be end by mid of September. Is it mandatory to give exams by 15th December? Yes, Mohit, because it is going to change. Your FAR exam is going to change under the new scheme. Though in the FAR, many things are not changing. Some portion is going into the bar, but it's always a good idea to write the exams under the old scheme itself, right? Uh, because then what will happen, you have to purchase a new book, you have to make the changes, whatever the relevant changes are happening, you have to upgrade yourself. Again, it will waste a lot of time. It's always a good idea to write whatever we are doing it right now. We are doing rank and par, we have done BEC, and we have done audit. So I think it's a very good idea that you write every exam till 15th of December, whatever classes you have done it. Obviously, after that, you will be transitioned into the new policy. But again, then it is a problem on your side also. You have to upgrade yourself. You have to purchase a new book, which is unnecessarily a troublesome issue, I think. But 15th December is the last date you're saying, it's correct. Kritika, I'll answer your point. I've appeared and cleared BEC in the old scheme in March 2020. What will happen in chamber? Okay. Monica, so Mohit's question is, he has cleared BEC in old scheme in the March 2023. What my understanding is, guys, if someone has cleared, let's say in March 2023 and December 2023, from here, you will get the fresh 18 months, right? So from here, you will get fresh 18 months. So I think you will get the window till June 2025. Am I right?
30th June 2025.
Yeah.
Right, sir. 30th June
It's a
2025.
great.
Yeah.
So that's why, guys, I have done it, and I've been crying out loud for many months now. It's a great time for you to start your CPA write exams, because right now you are getting an extended window. 30th month window is not very clear till now, which the NASBA has announced now. Not many states have adopted that also, right? So it's always a good idea to write your exams now, because then you are going to get the extended windows. For example, what Mohit has done, Mohit has cleared in March. So now he will get much broader window. Ideally, the Mohit window should be expiring somewhere in the 2024. So 9 months here. September. Ideally, his window should end on September 2024. But because he has given it, his window has been extended till June 2025. So guys, please write your exam ASAP. Is that correct, Monica?
Yes, right.
Mohit, does that answer your point? So it is till June 2025, Mohit. My passport will be reaching soon in 3-4 days. After that, I'll apply my transcript. Ishita, what do you?
So can I answer, sir, for this question?
Yeah, sure, please.
Yeah. So see, while applying for the, you can apply for the transcripts, right? So like if you are creating the NIES ID, which is a NASBA ID, Ishita, so in that you can upload your driving license, but your name should be same with the passport. If you don't have a driving license, then you can upload your Aadhaar card, but the name spelling should be same with the passport, right? So we can do that while creating a NASBA ID, but when you will attempt your exam, so in that we require a passport. That is a mandatory. Till then, you can arrange your passport.
Okay.
Right,
Ishita, does that answer point? Okay, perfect. Kritika's pointed when it comes to appear for the 2024. When it comes to appear for 2024, when would the whole process start? So you want to write, Kritika, under the new scheme, right?
right.
So for the new scheme, can we start now, Monica?
Yeah, you can. You can at least start your evaluation. So because evaluation will also take a time of 3 months, right? At least start your evaluation, and from November they'll start accepting applications for the discipline sections as well.
Yeah, you can start that, Kritika. In fact, you should start, because right now we are not aware. When we don't start the process, evaluation is such a devil on our head. When I gave my CPA exam, such a devil in that case. Right now, these guys are facilitating, but I have gone through the process on my own. It's such a pain. So I think it's just start the process ASAP, because you need to get the documents from your degree, from your college, and that takes a lot of time also. So I think you should start it. You're at the right juncture. But I don't suggest you to take the classes right now, because many things will change after a point of time. So I think maybe in November or maybe October, we will start the new batch for the new scheme. Then I think you should join it. There's no point doing the old classes and taking the old books also, but because then you have to purchase the new books and you have to do again the new batches. So I suggest you, Kritika, do the new classes itself. That would be helpful. So Ishita is confirming just like that. Can she start the process?
Yeah, you can start the process. You can contact me.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
With the driving license, you can do that. Vivek, see, this is something we have been discussing. I think you have taken the BEC classes earlier also. I always suggested you guys to please attend the please write your exams before December, because the kind of advantage you are getting right now, forget about the old scheme and the new scheme also, the kind of advantage you are giving of the extended time period you will not get in the future. Maybe NASBA and other states are kind enough to extend your period from 18 to 30 months, but we don't have that much clarity on that, right? Monica, it's not 100% confirmed, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not yet confirmed that it is going to be 30 months. Hence, I
Yeah.
suggest you to please write your exams now. Yeah, Monica, sorry.
Right. So you have to wait till next year, right? It's not confirmed till now.
Yeah. So it's always a good idea, Vivek, if you can write your exams still, you have time, right? You have already done the batches of the BEC or any other subject. If you have time, if you can write one of the subject, I think it's going to be a good thing. At least one burden is over, right? You have to worry about within the next 80 months, you have to worry about only the 3 subjects. Rest is it's absolutely your preparation, depending on how much time you are having in your hand. Jay Datta is my PGDM second result will come in September. Can you answer that, Monica? Jay
Yeah,
Datta.
so Dedat, if you have already evaluated your PGDBM while evaluation, so you have to wait for the second semester, because until you will not get the mark sheets, we cannot apply for the transcripts, right? So first we have to wait, and you just get your mark sheets and a degree certificate, then only we can apply for that. And then you can start with the procedure of evaluation, because the first step is the transcripts, right?
When the syllabus will update in all the subjects. See, I think you are talking about Mohsin when the new scheme is going to be implemented. Am I right? Is that what your question is, Mohsin? Yeah. So new scheme is obviously really applicable from the yes. So new scheme exam will start from 10th of January itself. But I think batch we can start with the moments we are having our hands on the books itself. So maybe November we can start a new batch itself. Rest we are still awaiting from a lot of confirmation from the Becker, from the NASBA, when it is going to be there. So I think around November we'll get the updated version of that. This is expected. This is expected. Can you take Shreyan's question?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, send the transcript to
I
NASBA.
am okay. Shans, first of all, we have to track like your this documents. If it is shown in the through tracking ID of a courier that it has been reached before 4th of August, then it will be considered, because like you can share your tracking ID and you can ask them that we have already couriered it, and you have received it before 4th of August. So yes, if it is reached before 4th of August, then you will be able to appear for BEC this year only. Is it clear, Shreyansh?
No.
Okay.
Anjali's question is, if I clear any of the subject, will I get the extended? Yes, I think yes. So for example, Anjali, if let's say you clear in August, let's say your FAR till December 2023, you will get the extended window till June 2025 for all of it, right, Monica?
Right, right.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's for everything. That's why it's a great advantage, Anjali, you're getting extended time for everything. So it's not only merely BEC, guys, any subject which you are writing in that case.
So those who are writing the exam in this year, only they will get the benefit of an extension, right? Those who will appear from the January. So if I calculate the 18 months, that is till 30th June 2025. So you will not get any extension, or you will not get benefit of months which they are giving. That is a normal process which everyone is following. So you will get only 18 months to clear your exam, right? So if you write and clear in this session only in this year 2023, then only you will get the benefit of extension of period.
Correct. So after that, it's just going to be normal as usual, 18 months, whenever
Right.
you write your exam, right? Be it
Yes, right.
January, December, whatever you write it. So normal process will start after that.
Right.
Any other questions, guys? Vivek, no one can predict that whether it is going to be tougher, whether it is going to be easier in that case. Everything has its own advantages and disadvantages. Vivek, you have done the BEC with me. I've done orientation and I discussed the advantages and disadvantages of the new scheme and the old scheme also. Therein I covered much more detail there also. Um, I discussed what are the advantages under the old, what are the new in that case. I'll cover that here also one more time, but I suggest you to have a look at that video orientation. People who have done the orientation of the BEC, have a look at that. We'll get a better idea about this. See, everything has its own advantage. I'll talk about overall also. If I talk about the old scheme, I'm having a lot of idea, right? I have idea how the FAR looks like, audit looks like, BEC looks like, reg looks like, and I have the basic idea about, I have a lot of people who are giving the exams. I can get the feedback on that. But under the new scheme, everyone is new. I don't know the pattern. I don't know what kind of a question they're going to ask in this case. What are the changes in that case? People just like you are writing the exams. So you are very new. So I think the older devil is much better than the new devil, right? I don't anything about which I'm not aware of it. So that's why I think older is better. Older is better from that angle. But the few advantages which are there under the new scheme, for example, under BEC, written communication would not be there, right? Which is a great advantage. Some people don't like written communication, so it's a good advantage for you. In the BEC, internal control in the BEC, IT would be going. So if that is something which is carrying you, again, it's a good advantage. So everything is it's having a pros and cons. You have to gauge what is something which is going to be more scaring you. But you have to consider under the old scheme, you are having the advantage of having the extended time window, which you don't have under the new scheme. So everything has own advantage and disadvantage. Overall, I think it's always a good idea to write at least one exam. I've been crying out loud since February, March, that write minimum 2 subjects. And it's being a long time, guys. You have been listening this. It's okay. Still, you have time. At least write one subject under the old scheme. It's going to be a good thing for you rather than just writing everything under the new, because we don't know. And again, in the new scheme, the window is going to be very limited. Exam schedules are also very limited. We don't have testing across the year also. So again, it is also going to further block you. You don't have that much. You cannot write whenever you want to write your exams also. So that's again a challenge in the new scheme. I hope that answers your point, Vivek. Um, Mega has completed BC. Mega, would you be able to manage if you're working? I'm not sure whether you're working or not. Would you be able to manage both of them? It's good, right? If you are not able to manage, then I think take a break from the reg and write the BEC. See, my point is, Monica, my point is, in this case, Mega, at least clear one of the subjects. See, point is, if you're trying to float in both the boats, the one of the boats should not tremble in that case. At least clear one of the subjects. That's my basic point in that case, right? If you want, because again, BEC is not going to be that easy also. These days, they are testing a lot, internal control, IT, which people are finding it complicated, right? Reg is again a very complicated subject. Entire US tax law, individual taxation, corporate taxation, which is again a very complicated thing. So if you can manage, if you can put in that much hard work and you can do that, if you think, then you should do it. Otherwise, I think whatever subject you are picking, guys, pick one subject and make sure you're just killing that subject. One subject has to be cleared, guys, rather than taking multiple subjects and not clearing anything. At least one subject you should clear that, guys. That answers your point, Meva. I think gauge it and time. I think if I were at your place, I think I will gauge my situation, whether I'll be able to manage that much time to see your end date. When are you going to write your exam? And then calculate how many months I have, how many hours I need to give. Can I be able to do, will I be able to do minimum 4 to 5 rounds also or not? IT and the internal control, IT and the ERM and the COSO, I need to do minimum 6 to 7 rounds, whether I have that much time also or not. So please plan these things, guys. Be realistic about that. And honestly speaking, October, November is the time when there are so many festivities also. So you have to consider that also. Whether you are not the part of the festivities, people around you are the part of the festivities, which is absolutely going to hamper your studies also. So it looks good, but October, November, I think is the worst time to write the exams because everyone is in a festive mood. Diwali is coming, Dashera is coming, Raksha Bandhan, so many festive are coming, and you are just sitting and studying. In that case, it is a big problem, right? So just write one subject if you can write one subject. If you can write both the subjects, it's a great thing. But at least write one subject and clear one subject. How many days expected for the exam results after 10th of January? Uh, I think we'll share the Mohsin after. Let's just share the screen with you when the results are expected. We'll share that Mohsin. Will the benefit of extended period be available to someone who has appeared for the first time in November 2022? Yes, Khushbu. So if you clear the exams, let's say in November 2022, oh, appearing is not there, Khushbu. Clearing is there. We count 18 months from clearing, Khushbu, not from appearing. You can do mega in that case, but the only problem is going to be maybe in the November, December, you may not get the slot also. So you either book the slot before end, because maybe in the November and December, I think it's going to be absolutely choke a blow because many people would be blocking the dates and maybe you will not find the dates also. So if you getting the dates, it's good. Then plan according to that. So guys, one clarity here. If you have given the exams from that 18 months is not counted. The moment you clear the exams from that, it is counted. Am I right, Monica?
Yes.
Yes.
Right,
So
sir.
from 18 months. So if anyone has given the exams and unfortunately, if you have not cleared the exams, it does not matter. Your 18 months will not be counted at all. I've just registered VGLD, wanted to attempt DC. So Mohan, have you attended any of the classes? I think FAR is going on. So you have to see the recordings. Reg is going on. You have to see the recordings of the reg, and you have to make up your mind according to that which subject you are more comfortable. I suggest Mohan, find out which subject you are more comfortable and write that exams. Uh, but again, Mohan, your deadline for 4th of August may not be there, but you have to be really fast on the other subjects also. Monica, right now we don't have the deadlines for other subjects. Am I right?
Yeah, as per there is no deadline for the rest of the
There is no deadline right now, guys. But again, it does not mean that you are sending your documents in November, then you write your exams. No, again, that will not happen. Eventually, you have to send your documents still timely. I think keep a deadline in your mind that 15th August, I have to send all the documents. At least be fast, be proactive in sending your documents. That would be more advisable.
Yeah.
Mohan, I think it would be a little not correct on my experience to suggest that. I suggest you, Mohan, what you can do, you can see a couple of lectures of the FAR, you can see a couple of lectures of the REG. You see where you are finding more comfort, right? You can see the books of the REG also, you can see the books of the FAR also, and see where you're getting more comfort. I think since you are having a limited time frame, go with the subject where you're getting a more comfort, because no time for being little adventurous and writing something which is complicated. I think go ahead with a subject where you're getting more comfort. And then you can connect with me for the reg. If you want to connect with the FAR, you can connect with the Siddharth also for the same. Sure, Mohsin will cover that. I'm just seeing if I've left anyone. Mega, if you face any problem, let me know regarding both the subjects. Monica, can you share the screen about the new when the exams are happening under the new scheme and when the results are
Yes.
coming?
Sure, I just share the screen with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a moment. I just share.
People who are giving your exams by December 2023, any issue you face regarding BC, Reg, I'm always available, guys. Please clear your exam by December 2023, Reg and BEC. If you face any challenge regarding this, please be in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to answer anything, guys. You can be in touch with me personally, but please clear the exam, right? Please clear the exams. I'll come personally and kill you. So please clear the exam. Okay.
So, sir,
Perfect.
this is the new dates which
Yes.
NASMA has released.
So can you explain one by one?
Yeah, so so if I talk about the first quarter, which is January till March, so they'll resume from 10th of January. So till 10th of January till this March 26, right? So you can attempt the core sections.
Core means your existing audit, part, and reg.
Right.
Right.
And their results will come on say, 3rd of June.
So even if I'm writing my exams on 10th of January, you are saying my result will be on June 3rd?
Right. June 3rd, right.
That's the problem, guys. That's a problem in this because the results are coming very delayed in that case. That's again a disadvantage under this scheme. Okay, please.
Right. And if they want to attempt the discipline sections of Becker, which is TCP, ISC, and a bar.
Which is a
So in
breakup
that,
of all the three parts, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case, like they can attempt it from January 10th to 6th of February, but their this result will come on 23rd of April.
Correct. Correct. Generally, guys, whenever transitions happen in every decade. I think it happened in my time. After that, it happens. So they keep on changing this. And whenever the first year is generally the bad year because they are also adapting to the new technology. They are also adapting to the new process itself. Generally, that's why the delayed is there. Maybe once this year goes, maybe 2025, they'll catch up, or maybe within this year also. It's a deadline. They might change it. It's not something which is carved out on the stone. If they feel the process is going fine and everything is pretty much smooth, they might change it. But we can't take that chances whether we can't be at the mercy of the AICP for that. This is the timeline which they have given right now, and this might change if the things goes well in that case also. So yeah, right now this is the deadline.
Yeah. So, and if you are planning for your exams in the second quarter of the year, that is from April to June, then you can write down the core sections, which is PAR, audit, and reg. You can write down from 1st of April to till 25th of June, right? And you will get the results on 30th of July.
Correct. Guys,
Right?
if you see there is a problem here, see, if this is a discipline, if I talk about, there's a blackout window. I cannot write most of the February. I can't write in the entire March. I cannot write, and most of the April I cannot write. So it's a blackout window which used to happen around my time also. So again, they have introduced a blackout window in this case. Then you cannot write. You have to be really smart about your timeline when you're writing your exams in this case. Again, a problem here. You are not writing. So many people would be writing. Maybe the dates might be also a issue in that case. So to plan, you have to plan it very smartly here. Yes, Monica.
And if you are planning for discipline test sections, I mean to say discipline section, so you can plan in the second quarter from 20th of April till 19th May, and the result will declare on 27th of June. Right.
And as forward.
Right. So now they have to plan accordingly because earlier they, schedule it at any time except the weekend. So now they have to plan it as per the given dates only.
Correct.
So if you are planning in the third quarter, then the core section dates are till, I'm sorry, from July 1st till 25th of September. But their result will declare on 1st of November approximately.
I think this is self-explanatory after that. Monica, can you take up the Vivek's question?
Yeah, sure, sir. No, So they have already, Vivek, they have already said that if they accept the documents by 4th of August, only then you will be able to appear for BEC. Otherwise, you will not be eligible to appear for BEC this year. Then you can write it with a new pattern in the new year only.
Anything, any other deadline, Monica? Mohsin, I think that is clear
Yes,
about the timeline.
20th. See, if he has already sent it and if or not sent it, so within like 20th of August, which is not acceptable at all, they have already declared a date that is the
4th of
4th of August. So your document should reach by 4th of August.
Correct.
Right? If it is not, then you can prepare for other sections. Then you are not eligible to appear for BEC in the current pattern.
Correct. Correct. Any other timeline, Monica, on the new scheme you want to share? Mohsin, I think that you got the clarity about the new timeline.
Mohan is asking PPT like.
Yeah. Discipline core. There's no discipline core. Core is basically, you're asking what is core, what is discipline? Is that what your point is, Mohsin? Yeah. So core is, I think you missed the initial one. Can you go to the first slide in this
Yes,
case?
sir. I just go to the first one and that is
if you, Mohsin, the core is the same thing. That means audit, reg, and FAR. These are the core ones. That means these are subject. They will continue as it is. So we are calling it them as the core. So now we will call it them the core audit, core FAR, core reg, right? Whatever BEC is breaking into the three part, those are called the electives. Those are called as a discipline now. That's the nomenclature we are using, Mohsin. Is that okay, Mohsin? I'll take the rest of the questions. Is bar going to start in November? Some may opt for bar, some may opt for TC, whether it's going to start or this. Sure. So Sunil, we'll also not have a much clarity on this right now. I'll be very honest on that. Most of the time, I think it depends how we are getting the book in this case. If different people are opting for the different streams, we are definitely going to start. There is no question about this. Obviously, it depends on what people are starting in that case. So it depends. First of all, we will see in this case that what we are going to start in that case. Maybe we will be starting with any of the core subject and not with any disciplines in that case. We have to see it when we'll also get a final version of that once we have the books in our hand, and then we are going to plan in that case. So I think much better clarity would be there in the month of October, November, and December. But rest assured, Sunil, in this case, if anyone is writing any of the electives, we are definitely going to conduct the classes for that. Even if 5 students are writing it, we'll conduct the classes for that. Does that answer your point, Sunil? Relating to centers, again, Vivek, I'm not saying that centers, prometric centers are going to change. What I'm saying is, if you have seen, Vivek, the timelines are very limited. Monica, can you go to the timelines again?
Yes, sir.
New timelines. No. The new timelines.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
I think 15, slide number 15.
Yeah.
Right. So Vivek, what I'm saying is discipline, right? For example, you and I, both of them decided, let's write bar, let's write BAR. And like us, so many people are deciding, let's write bar in that case. But the timeline is very limited, from 10th of January to 6th of February. So many people would be writing. So maybe you will get the slot, I may not get the slot. Because Prometric has a limited seat, Prometric has a limited center in that case. So maybe that could be a challenge. Again, I'm not saying there would be a problem, because it's not like that every other person in India is writing the CPA exams, right? So maybe they have expanded the capacity also of the prometric. They might expand the capacity. We don't know right now. But that's what I'm saying. It could be a challenge in that case. Right now, you can write any exam at any point of time. But since that they're restricting the time window, scheduling in exams could be a challenge because more and more people would be scheduling the exams. Is that point clear, Vivek? That could be a challenge. Not necessarily. We are not sure it is a challenge or not right now. We can write separate exams for discipline. No, Mohsin, you have to write. Okay, I'm not sure whether there is a confusion. Bar, ICP, TCP. You don't need to write all the three, guys. You have to write either of them. So either of them, either TCP, ICP, or the bar, either of that you have to write. And core all the three you have to write. Audit, reg, and audit, reg, and the FAR. You have to write these three. And out of these disciplines, either of that you have to write, not all the three. So you don't know clubbing. Is that okay, Mohsin? I think that answers your point. Anbhav's question is, for old scheme, cutoff is 4th of August. Is there a similar timelines for the old new scheme? Anubhav, the cutoff is for BEC. Cutoff is for BEC that your documents should reach NASBA by 4th of August. Even under the old scheme for other subjects, right now we don't have the timeline. Right, Monica?
Yes, sir.
We don't have the timeline. Similarly, under the new scheme, there is no timeline. If you want to appear for the new scheme, you can send it the documents right across also. There's no timeline. See, again, obviously the timeline should be for something which is expiring, right? Something which is something new. There is no timeline. You can write, you can send documents whenever you want. Obviously, timeline has to be something which is expiring.
Yeah. For the new student, I'll suggest you just complete your evaluation process because you have already seen that there is a limited time to, appear for exams. So if your, evaluation will be completed, at least you can apply for NTS and you can get it done as soon as possible. Otherwise, the evaluation takes the 3 months approximately. And if you apply for a transcripts also, so they take 1 month as well, right? And the NASBA also takes 6 to 8 weeks for the evaluation. So overall, 3 to 3.5 months they take. So at least I'll suggest new students to at least you can contact me and you can clear your clear all your evaluation percent and everything. At least get the evaluation report from their side, and after that you can apply whenever you want to apply according to these dates.
Correct. Is there any timeline for the new scheme? No, Deepak. There is no timeline for the new scheme. You can start the process now also. Would there be any major change in the exam pattern, Anubhav, in this case? See, I can talk about the reg. In the reg, what they're doing, some portion of the reg, if you have done Anubhav the reg, in the reg, capital gains used to be there, property transaction used to be there. They have actually passed on this to they have actually passed on to the new scheme itself. They have passed on to the new scheme, and in the reg, not many changes are happening, and they are incorporating a lot of IT component itself in this case, right? So that's the major changes are happening in the reg. DEC is completely going away, so that's what it is. But overall, not many changes are happening, especially in the audit. Not many changes are happening. Far governmental accounting and everything is actually going in that case. So some portion is actually getting finished from all the core areas, and more IT enabled items are going to be added in all the three cores. Not much, not many changes are happening, Anubhav. Soham's question is, this is your first lecture, you have not started studies, you have already done the entire NASBA. You have the NASBA report with you, evaluation report with you, Soham? Yeah, brilliant. So you are at a great space, Soham. You can appear for that. I think you are in a great situation. You can write either of the subjects, even if you have not started BEC. You have all the recordings with you. You can start BEC with the recordings also. You can start FAR is going on, REG is going on. So find out wherever you are more comfortable. I think you should start with that, right? There is no problem that you can start with the BEC. BEC, all the recordings are there because all the recordings, so you don't have to wait for the weekends or the new lectures. You can see all the lectures at the 2x also. So it's much better if you want to start BEC also right now. But again, it's your personal choice in that case. But in this case, Soham, I suggest you write at least one of the subjects, right? Write at least one of the subjects so that at least before the new scheme come into the play, you are done with at least one of the subjects. So at least that one burden is actually finished with you. So I think at least one subject, find out where is your comfort and finish with that subject at least. And that subject could be BEC also. We don't know, Vivek, right now. Right now, we have not received the fine-tuned version of that. But it will not matter much, Vivek. How does it matter right now? You will not quit your CPA just because it is going to be heavy. It will not much matter. Any other questions, guys? Anyone's question we have missed? My evaluation is in processing. Recently received mail from they have received my documents. Monica, can you answer Amina's point?
Amina's right, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Amina. Yeah. So if I talk about yours, if they have received your documents, so yes, most probably your evaluation will complete by 30th of September. But guys, those who are receiving the reports by 30th of September, so they have to apply for NTS for BEC on the same day because the 1st October is the last day to apply for NTS. So I just will suggest you everyone to keep your credit cards ready. Most of the times I face a problem that they do not have a credit cards with the international transaction on, right? Because if you will face this problem, then yeah, if you cannot make a payment, then definitely yes, you cannot, unless and until if you will not have a card and if you have a evaluation report with you, you cannot apply for this NTS, right? So keeps your card ready. Rest the informations are general which you can, fill in the form.
Correct.
So you can appear, Amina, in that case.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Actually, make your credit card ready. Sometimes by default, the international transactions are disabled. So you have to go to the on their apps and enable that. And sometimes they might take 2-3 days also. You're going to lose that time. I think it's a great point. So please done and dusted with those points so that whenever the time is arrived, you can immediately make the payment. And I suggest you if you want to make any dummy transaction of $1, $2 somewhere, whatever you want to buy in that case, try that also at least.
Yeah, Amina actually, she was unable to hear
Yeah,
because
sure.
she got disconnected. So Amina, yes, you can you can write the exam, but most probably you will get your evaluation report by 30th of September. But in that case, you have to get ready with your credit card with international transaction on. Right, so that you can make the payment on the same day and you can get the NTS.
Is it clear, Amina?
Yeah, so we have missed the Deepak Agarwal's question. He has joined now, so he's asking can he give the exams anytime in the new syllabus, or is there any timeline?
Yeah, you can write. You can write anytime after 10th of January, and there is a timeline which we have shared. You have to comply with that. But the process you can start right now, Deepak. You can start the process right now for your evaluation for the new scheme. But obviously, there is a particular timeline. You have to adhere to that timeline itself. Um, this is the timeline, Deepak. We have already shared that. You can we can share this on the group also. This is available on the on the website of the AICPA also, NASPA also. Deepak, I hope it answers. Monica, can you take the Sunil's question?
Yeah,
Sure,
so Sunil,
sure, Deepak will do it. Sure, please.
Yeah, so Sunil, you have done your evaluation, and have you like applied for NTS of Arizona? Yeah, Sunil, have you applied for NTS of Arizona? Initial application, right? So once you will get the this congratulatory letter by Arizona board that your NTS has been approved. After 10 days of that, you will get the ATT or a payment coupon from their side, right? If you do not get that, just you can contact me. I'll let you know like how you can get it from the Arizona side. I'll help you in the same. You can contact me personally for the same.
Monica,
Yes, sir.
Jayan's question.
Does the ASBA evaluation have been? So see, the ASBA evaluation is not they do not have the expiry date, but yes, guys, if you get the evaluation report and after a year or so, if you do not apply for the any exams, then yes, your evaluation they scrap your evaluation report. Let's say your state board is Montana, right? And your Montana board will scrap your evaluation report. In that case, you need to pay the $25 to NASBA, and then NASBA will send your evaluation report to your state board Montana, and then only you can apply for NTS after that. Right? So you have to apply like once you will get the evaluation report, so you have to apply as soon as possible, for the exams. Unless otherwise you have to pay the charges for the same.
Siddharth is also with us. Siddharth, you want to take up and discuss about the changes in the audit and audit changes in the FAR? So Siddharth, you can talk about that also. If your mic is enabled, you can talk. I think you can speak now, Siddharth. Siddharth, are you there? Siddharth, if you are there, then you can talk about the changes in the audit and the FAR so that if anyone has a doubt about this, they can answer that. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Do we have any other question? Anyone's question if I missed?
Hello. Yes, sir. This is Deepak. I just want to know, like you are discussing also. Can you just timeline actually, if you don't mind?
Which timeline, Deepak?
This new scheme timeline, like the timeline you were sharing just now. This revised 2024 timeline. What is this timeline? Means is this timeline for giving the exams under the new syllabus?
Right, Deepak. So Deepak, there is a limited time window. There is a limited time window. अभी क्या होता है, आप कभी भी एग्जाम देख सकते हो. आपका कुछ टाइमलाइन लिमिट नहीं होती. बट न्यू स्कीम में टाइमलाइन की रिस्ट्रिक्शन है. मतलब कि आप डिसिप्लिन कुछ पर्टिकुलर मंथ्स में लिख सकते हो. कोर सब्जेक्ट आप कुछ मंथ्स में ही लिख सकते हो. तो वो सीपीए ने इशू कर, नाज़मा ने इशू करा है वो आपके लिए. तो वो हम आपके साथ व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर कर देंगे.
ठीक है. तो जैसे कोर सब्जेक्ट जैसे आपने कहा, जैसे क्वार्टर 24 Q1 मतलब जनवरी से मार्च तक हम कोई भी कोर सब्जेक्ट लिख सकते हैं. इज दैट
करेक्ट. तो आप ऑडिट लिख सकते हो, फार लिख सकते हो. ऑडिट, फार या रेग में से कोई सा भी एक आप लिख सकते हो.
जैसे अप्रैल 1 से 25 जून तक कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. ऐसे ही हुआ ना?
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट, और उसका रिजल्ट आएगा जून 3 को।
जून 3 को। और
Correct.
जो डिसिप्लिन वाला है वो हम जनवरी 10 से फरवरी 6, अप्रैल 20 से मई 19, इस तरह से हम लिख सकते हैं।
करेक्ट, और उसका रिजल्ट आएगा 23 अप्रैल को।
अच्छा, इसके बाद अगर हमें एनटीएस अप्लाई करना हो, फॉर एग्जांपल, मतलब वैसे तो खैर जब आपके साथ स्टूडेंट को कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगा, अगर अगर आता है तो रीअप्लाई करने की भी यही डेट्स होंगी?
नहीं 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 नहीं, एनटीएस की ये डेट्स नहीं है दीपक।
नहीं सॉरी,
एनटीएस,
वो,
जी
हाँ प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज।
नहीं नहीं, एनटीएस की कोई डेट नहीं, ये टाइमलाइन दीपक सिर्फ एग्जाम लिखने की है। सी, डेडलाइन जितनी भी आ रही है, जितनी भी मोनिका ने डेडलाइन बताई, 4 अगस्त, 15 नवंबर, ये सिर्फ ओल्ड स्कीम की डेडलाइन है। न्यू स्कीम, सी अगेन डेडलाइन तो जब आएगी ना जब ओल्ड स्कीम है। ओल्ड न्यू
हाँ
स्कीम में कोई डेडलाइन नहीं है, आप हो सकता है 2024 में एग्जाम लिखो, 2025 में लिखो, उसकी कोई डेडलाइन नहीं है। बट
ठीक
डेडलाइन
है।
सिर्फ एग्जाम लिखने की डेडलाइन है, एनटीएस
नहीं
की
नहीं
कोई डेडलाइन नहीं है।
नहीं नहीं,
राइट मोनिका?
नहीं,
जी
मैं ये समझना चाह रहा हूँ कि जैसे अगर फॉर एग्जांपल आपने मतलब आपका कहना ये है कि अगर मैं रीअपीयर भी होता हूँ तो मतलब अंडर न्यू सिलेबस तो इन्हीं डेट्स के अंदर ही रीअपीयर हो सकती है?
करेक्ट 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 करेक्ट।
ठीक है, फाइन है।
ये
थैंक यू,
एग्जाम
थैंक
की डेट है, एग्जाम आप चाहे रीअपियर कर रहे हो या ओरिजिनल कर रहे हो, उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, ये एग्जाम की डेट्स हैं, चाहे वो आप,
यू।
चाहे वो कितनी बार भी कोई लिख रहा हो।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, थैंक
एनी
यू।
टाइम एनी टाइम। Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, so
Siddharth,
I'll answer the Raj's question, and he's asking from me that he got the evaluation report 2 days back, and like how you can get the NTS. So, Raj, you need to download your evaluation report, and you have to send it to the that is CPA@VGLDI.com, and accordingly, our evaluation team will check your evaluation report and will reply for for the same, and we'll proceed ahead with the further process of NTS. Right? I hope Raj, your query is clear. Already sent it. Okay. So you will get the NTS from our side, like you will get the further process for NTS.
Okay, Monica,
Right.
I'll wait for the information from VGLD team.
Yeah, sure. Right. Right.
Thank you.
Vivek, there is one more question for
Yeah.
Vivek.
So Vivek, as there is no, like time gap they have, they have mentioned, but as soon as you get the evaluation report, so I suggest you to write the exam as soon as possible, right? Because you have already enrolled with Becker as well. If you wait till long after, like after you get your evaluation report, so definitely your Becker access is also like dates are moving on, right? In that case, if your Becker access will expire, and in that case, like let's say if your evaluation, if you have got the evaluation report and it's over the 1 year, then you have to pay the charges for Becker as well. You have to pay the charges for the NASBA as well to send your evaluation report to your state board as well, right? So you have to pay the charges for each and everything. So I'll suggest you, once you get the evaluation report, try to attempt the exam as soon as possible. Yeah. So Mosi,
In which discipline is added in which subject? So Mohsin, it's not happening that in the far new elective is adding. No discipline is adding in any subject. 3 core subjects which you are having, audit, FAR, and then reg, they will continue as it is with some changes. With some changes, they will continue as it is. No, some changes in that. BC, which used to be there, it will be broken into 3 parts, which is ICP, bar, and TCP in that case. In that, there would be some portion from other subjects in that case. Right now, we'll have a bit of a clarity based on the blueprint, but better final version would be there once we are our hands in the we have the books in our hands, maybe in October or November. We'll get a better clarity there. But if you want, we can share that slide also with you. No problem. Anubhav's question is, if we are planning to appear in January, that means under the new scheme, should we start preparation for the core subject using the olds and like question bank? I suggest you, Anubhav, would be to attend the new lectures, because right now we can't predict how much is going to be the changes. And again, it's going to be a lot of trouble for you to actually update and upgrade yourself with that. So I reg definitely you should not start. I can say talk about the reg, and definitely BC is not there because reg is going to be completely changed. Tax laws are going to be changed in the January itself. So reg definitely I do not suggest. I think for the audit and the FAR you can connect with Siddharth. He can better suggest you. But I don't think, guys, for everyone, if you're writing, if you're planning to write the reg under the new scheme, I do not suggest that you do the old lectures and then upgrade to that. No, because a lot of exam changes will happen. And in addition to that, a lot of dollar values will change because the tax laws will change and the dollar values are bound to change. So drag in itself is going to be significantly changing. So I don't think it's a very good idea that you see the old lectures and upgrade yourself under the new scheme. For reg, I can say. In the last, I had scheduled the NTS covering the 2 exams, audit and BC. Can I do the same for VAR? Mohit, you are saying after 15th. So what do you mean under the new scheme or the old scheme, Mohit? Under the new scheme. Yeah, you can write under the new scheme. So what you're saying, Mohit, what I've understood it, you're going to write the audit and the BEC under the old scheme, right? And the reg and audit and the BEC and so reg is something you want to write it after 15, right? Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, right, Monica? Reg, he wants to write all the.
Yeah, you can, Mohit. So it totally depends how well are you prepared. If
Yeah.
you are not prepared for FAR, so I'll suggest you to appear in the new pattern. But if you are really like if you're well prepared for FAR, you can attempt it before 15th of December in the current pattern.
Correct. There are some questions, Monica.
Yeah, so Mohsin, in that case, like you are asking for a diploma course, in that case, you have to send the subject list to us. So we will evaluate and we'll let you know, like whether you get the credits for the same or not. I hope I have you have got the answer from my side.
He's got clear.
I got,
Anjali is asking.
yeah, I got my valuation. So Anjali, if you have got like the evaluation report and if you have got the NTS advice from our side, then you can apply for the NTS, right? And if you have not downloaded your evaluation report, download it and send it to us. So we will further guide you for NTS. Finish.
Any other questions, guys? Anyone's question we have missed? No, I'm not saying we will be starting in November. I'm saying most likely the new material under the new scheme would be coming in November. Maybe they are going to come with the new version in the November itself, right? So obviously, if you're writing, someone is writing the exam in January, books will not come in the January. Books will obviously come in November, October, November, December itself, right? So if you're writing the January exam and let's say hypothetically you're writing reg in under the new scheme in January, obviously books will come in the October, November itself. And that should be valid till couple of months also. But what I'm saying, Sunil, right now, under tax laws, we are doing certain rates, right? Certain rates, certain values, we are doing it. This might change in January. This is something which is going to change in January. That's the one change which is happening, Sunil. Second is change would be happening because of the overall scheme of the things which is changing. That means from old scheme, you're going under the new scheme. Those changes are happening. So under the reg, there are two kinds of changes which are happening. Is that clear, Sunil, what I'm saying? So overall changes will not happen much because of overall changes will not happen because of old to the new. Changes will not be much, but maybe the dollar values would be changing. That could be significant. We don't know right now. We'll get a better clarity. We'll get a better clarity later on, maybe in the month of October, November. And I'm not saying we will start the reg in this case. It depends on, we'll decide what subject we will start in October, November in that case. And we can plan that. Maybe we can start any of the disciplines. Maybe we can start any of the core subject also. It depends on what is the basically the student's demand of that. Okay, Sunil, if you have any question, let me know. Okay. Monica, can you repeat Anjali's?
Yeah. So Anjali, you need to first of all, you need to send your evaluation report to us. We will further guide you for the NTS process. So as you have got the evaluation in April 2023, so yes, you can apply for NTS now. It's not been like 1 year, because after 1 year, you can, in that case, you have to pay the $25 for the same, because they scrap your evaluation report after 1 year. So you can further proceed with the exam.
Any other questions? Guys, if you have any other question, please shoot. Feel free to ask. No. Monica, anything else you want to add? Is there anything else you want to add?
No, we have discussed, but yes, like guys, if you have any queries regarding the evaluation, regarding the transcript process, so you can contact to me. I'll help you in each and every manner, right? So that we can apply for the evaluation and get it complete.
Correct. Correct.
Right?
Guys, I think it's a high time you should be a little proactive. And we have such a great support system like Monica. You can ask any question her, and you will find all the solution with you. But now you have to be a little proactive in that case, right? Because she's also dealing with so many people, right? It's not possible, humanly possible to connect with everyone. So proactively, whatever the questions you are having, approach her, because it's not possible for her to approach everyone, because she does not know that you are writing your exams, when are you writing your exam. So please approach her if you have any queries, anything which is still unanswered, right? Approach her. If regarding any academic things you have any doubt, BEC Reg, please be in touch with me. If you have any other doubt regarding other subjects, be in touch with us, Siddharth, in that case also. Please be in touch with us, right? We are running short of time, especially under the old scheme. So please reach any of us freely, but now proactively be active on these things.
Yeah,
if I start
you should start your evaluation now, because if I talk about September, right? So they take approximately 6 to 8 weeks. So that means 2 months consider, right? That means September and October. So you will get the evaluation report by the first week of November. And if I talk about the November or December, that is a peak time. So hopefully you will not get the slots at that time. Right. So try to start your evaluation process as soon as possible, so that at least you will get the slots in the month of November or December.
So Jayat, it takes a lot of time actually, right? So if you start in September, it will take a lot of time. We start right now. You will not realize it. See, generally, if I were at your place also, I'll say how much maximum it will take, 15 days, 20 days, a month. But it's not. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. That's why I'm saying start it ASAP. If you're seriously considering writing in October, start the process right now. I think it's much advisable to do it now. Don't worry about this, that BEC deadline is 4th of August. Suddenly NASPA will tomorrow start the deadline. The deadline for the other subjects is 15th of August. Then what will you do, right? Your deadline is gone. So start the process right now. Maybe I know it's a pain. You have to go to your college. You have to go to your university, maybe sometime in that case. Do it now. Take a leave now from your offices and start the process now. There is no tomorrow. Maybe for the other subjects also, timeline might be reaching very soon also. So please be proactive on that.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Jaydat here. Sir, actually, as I told you, as I asked my first question, that I have a problem of my second sem mark sheet. I have completed my PGDM in May, but my second sem mark sheet is not arrived yet, and it will arrive in September. So apart from my second sem mark sheet, I can arrange all the documents in 15 to 20 days. So will I be able to start my evaluation process if I do not have my second sem mark sheet?
No, first of all, you have to get your mark sheet in that case, Devan.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
see, otherwise it will affect your state board as well. Because like if you will get your mark sheet, so we will include those transcripts in your evaluation process, right?
Uh,
Otherwise, we just have to send on the basis of your graduation.
uh,
Right. So you just
okay.
start the process as soon as you just get your mark sheet, and then we will start your evaluation process. Accordingly, you can decide whether to appear in this year or whether to appear in the new year with a new pattern.
Uh, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. जयदत्त, स्टिल इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, अभी भी कुछ आपको डाउट है तो मोनिका के साथ आप पर्सनली फोन पे भी कनेक्ट कर लीजिएगा अगर आपको
Sure.
डाउट है कुछ अगर।
Yeah.
हाँ
Sure,
मतलब
sure.
अगर
Thank you.
एक स्टिल यू हैव एनी डाउट बट
Yeah,
इसको
yeah.
क्लोज कर दीजिएगा इसमें।
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank
एनी
you.
अदर क्वेश्चन पीपल? No? Perfect. I think we can wrap on this. Monica, any last thought you have in this as we wrap?
So once again, I just revise all the dates, right, guys? So
Yeah.
your transcript should reach to NASBA by 4th of August for the BEC, especially for the BEC exam, right? Only then you will be eligible to appear for BEC in the current pattern. Otherwise, you will be eligible to appear in the next year with a new pattern, right? For the rest of the sections, as such, there is no deadline, right? And those students who do not clear their exam of BEC, so they can reapply for this application. Sorry, they can reapply for BEC and they can apply for NTS of BEC before 12th of November, right? So they'll try to release your payment coupon by 15th of November, right? And talking about the last date, that is the 15 December, till 15 December 2023, you can appear for all the sections in the current pattern. After that, you have to appear for the appear the exam with the new pattern and a new year only. From the 10th of January, they'll resume again.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Monica. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And if you have any doubt, please ask one-to-one to each of us. You can post it on the group also. If you want, we can keep another session by the time if you have any doubt. If you want, maybe next weekend we can keep another session or as and when you are more comfortable. But time is running very short, guys. So please be proactive. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And
So much, sir.
thank you.